T on the marquee Jaybird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We're not the Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We are your Quad City Sports Talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
T-Roy so cold. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. This is Don't Hassle Us, We're Local here on AM 1170. Jaybird, I got to tell the Quad Cities what's going on, man.
What's going on?
I got the shot, man.
Oh, yeah.
I got my first vaccine shot. And, by the way,
got
Quad
your V
Cities,
card.
joining us all day in studio, the one, the only, Merrick Brave.
Happy to be here. I also got my first shot.
When did you do it?
Last Thursday.
I did mine yesterday.
Yeah.
Feeling a little crappy right
now. Oh, really? I had no side effects whatsoever.
Well, did you have the vid or no?
No, I never had it.
See, I had it.
So
they said if you have it,
if you've had it and then you get the vaccine, then you do feel kind of crappy for a couple days. But I never had it. At least I don't think I did.
But I just feel like I did like 5 million squats and a bunch of curls, and we know I didn't do that. So, yeah.
Which one did you get? I think I was
Pfizer.
I think I was Moderna.
Yeah.
So, yeah, cool. That's exciting. You know, hopefully within the next couple months we'll be able to do things that we used to do and feel, a little bit safer about it.
I told Jay that my daughter wanted me to grow a unicorn horn. It's not happened yet. So, yeah.
I had people telling me I'd grow a tail.
Yeah.
And that was something to be concerned about.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
I've always wanted a tail, to be honest with you.
My favorite meme about the vaccine is somebody's like, I'm not getting the vaccine because I don't know what's in it, and it's just a dude snarfing down a hot dog.
Yeah, I say, Jay and I kind of stick this stance, to each his own, and if you don't want it, it's on you, but I would encourage everybody that don't be afraid.
I figure,
I didn't even feel it go in, by the way. She was like,
yeah, it's like the smallest needle in the world. I couldn't believe it.
And she did it, and I was like, because she's like, I just turned away. She goes, you don't like needles? I said, I just don't want to watch it go in, because that way then I'll jump. So I'm just like, and then she's like, all right, done. I go, you did it already?
I was surprised as well at how, it's a very small needle and painless.
Yeah. So,
but you run businesses where crowds gather. I run businesses where crowds gather. If this allows crowds to congregate and maskless and having a good time and spending money, then hey man, I'm all for it.
That is my exact point as well, bud.
There you go.
From our lips to
look at you guys. Good for you.
I told Jay, his BMI's up. He should probably get one.
I don't want to talk about it.
He had 3 tacos today.
I had 3 tacos for lunch.
Yeah.
I've been eating well lately.
A little chunky over there.
I don't want to.
Merrick, did you see the video from last Friday, by the way?
No, I did not.
So Jay went into a...
I'm not.
Oh, good for you. Thank you for not doing that. Jay went into a...
Cryptotherapy.
Cryptotherapy.
Cryotherapy.
I was like, what is cryptotherapy?
Yeah, cryotherapy. Sorry to my friends at 40
cryo meow meow chamber, and they took him down to 175 degrees Fahrenheit, his entire body.
Negative 175?
Yes, sir.
That sounds very cold.
And he was in there just in his underwears, a pair of Crocs, and he had some mittens on. They gave him
and you let them film you?
I filmed it, yeah.
Wow. I let him, yeah. Why not?
It was interesting.
Negative 175 plus underwear combo seems like there could be some.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was any problem like that.
Sure he didn't.
There wasn't.
But it was. Then I did and then they can do like certain spots of your body too. So I did a spot on my foot.
Mm-hmm. They just blasted it.
Yeah, for like 10
I've
minutes.
thought about doing that before. Did you feel the benefits of it?
Yeah. Immediately it felt a little bit better, and it's still sore. I think it's kind of like chiropractic, like first time you go, don't expect, oh my God, I'm going to be without pain instantly. It's a method. You got to get the inflammation time to work its way out, but I think it's definitely viable.
Interesting. I'll have to check it out.
I had people ask me the same thing, like, well, did it make you feel better? Did it do anything like that? And I said, well, it was explained exactly the way, kind of like what T-Ray is saying right now. For some people, you might have immediate relief of whatever you have, and some people it might take more than once, and that's what chiropractic is too.
Did you have ailments?
Yeah, I got a bum shoulder, and my elbow for some reason been goofy. I don't know why. And the
feeds the geese too much.
Huh?
You feed the geese too much.
Throwing those bits of corn out there.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, and I'm not smart where I'm like, well, maybe I should just take 2 weeks off from the gym and just let it relax. I just power through it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's a good pain.
Yeah,
I like the
he's
good
trying
pain.
to get himself ready to come down to the Black and Brave Academy.
man,
That's what he's
that's
doing.
right.
I
We'll
guarantee it.
Got
I know what
special
he's
guest
got
referee
going on.
at some point. Special guest referee.
Yeah. So, big news for you. You announced to us before the show you are now writing a blog.
Yeah, I write for a website called theleftarmofgod.com. It is a Miami Dolphins website with an emphasis on Tua Tagovailoa and his progression as an NFL quarterback. I've been doing that for about 6 weeks now. Every Tuesday they release a new article by me, and
Do you put it on Twitter? Do you tweet it out?
Yeah, I tweet out links and stuff. So if you follow me there,
is it its own Twitter handle, or is it you just doing it under yours?
Yeah, I actually just write for the site, so I don't run the Twitter. But Left Arm of God is the Twitter. My personal Twitter is mbrave13.
Yep, I got you.
And I tweet out all the links every Tuesday and retweet it throughout the week. So I've written about free agency and the signing of Will Fuller, and I've got a
great signing, by the way.
Mock draft dropping.
Yes, we were gonna go through your mock draft.
Heck yeah, let's
we were
do
gonna
it.
do a little me silently compare with you.
Let's do it. I'm excited
because we were waiting for our friend Emily Van Buskirk to come in about a week.
Well, one thing I didn't mention to get off the mock draft topic, you might have seen it on Twitter. SCW Pro coming back to live action next month at the Beer Stube in Moline on April 24th. $10
So that's going to be an outdoor show then?
That's an outdoor show, so you can socially distance, and masks are mandatory still while we wait for everyone to get vaccinated. We hope by the end of the summer or early fall we can get back indoors, and we'll be back at the Walcott Coliseum and Wildwood in Iowa City. But for right now, we have a spring and summer filled with outdoor events, with our first being on April 24th at the Beer Stube in Moline, 7 p.m., $10.
So being that we haven't talked about it in a while, who are all of our current champions?
So we've got Steve Manders as the SCW Pro Champion. Mm-hmm. We've got Xander Killen as the Iowa Wrestling Champion. We've got Infamy as the Tag Team Champions, and they'll be defending actually in a 6-man tag team contest, so Freebird rules. They'll be defending their tag titles against a team called Collateral Damage. Mm-hmm. And our QC Cup holder is JT Energy.
Sweet.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Got some.
Who's in Infamy?
Who is in Infamy?
Yeah.
We got Robin Steele.
Okay.
We've got Joesa.
Okay.
And we've got Dion Roosman.
How is my boy Crotch doing?
Well, if you've been following the Patreon, he actually was viciously attacked by JT Energy earlier, a few months ago, and he got his hair cut.
Oh no!
Now it wasn't. He didn't. It's not a buzz cut. It wasn't completely shaven off.
But he had a beautiful head of hair.
He had hair down to his waistline.
And,
And now he's got a bob. It's above his shoulders.
Oh no!
Due to a vicious attack by JT Energy. So we're still waiting to see when Crotch will be able to return from that attack. But my sources tell me that you might be seeing him very soon. If you
still my nephew's favorite wrestler.
Yeah, we're still doing the Patreon thing, so we tape the matches and we put them up on patreon.com/SCW Pro for $10 a month, which is the price of one live event ticket. You get brand new matches, you get classic matches, you get shoot interviews, you get various other bonus content. But that we're going strong with that, and we'll continue to do that until we get back to our live shows, and then we'll continue the Patreon after that, but in a more modified way.
Is there any chance that my favorite wrestler, Cornboy, will be wrestling at Moline?
Absolutely. He'll be there.
Yes.
Yeah,
if you haven't seen Cornboy Quad Cities, I'm telling you right now, he is worth the price of admission by himself.
He's a fantastic talent, very entertaining.
Yes.
Gosh, I think since the last time I was here, we got Benjamin Carter signed to WWE.
Really?
Yep, and he went back home to his native England, and he
I saw that. I saw you put that on Twitter.
Yeah, he wrestles for NXT UK now. They changed his name. He's Nathan Frazier in NXT UK, but he's been doing great. So unfortunately, you won't see him for SCW anymore unless you sign up for the Patreon. We put some of his old matches up on there.
But great for him and great for you guys to have that.
Absolutely.
I want to tell you, and sorry to interrupt you guys, how excited I am that you guys are having this conversation, because it means T-Roy's not on his phone, and you're never on your phone. But as you were speaking, it was reported that just 3 minutes ago, the Dolphins and the 49ers have made a draft trade.
No, this can't be true.
Ian,
are you ribbing me right now?
Schefter and Ian
we
Rappaport.
were just talking about
people
this.
are texting me right now, so it must be true.
All right. San Francisco gets the number 3.
Yeah.
While Miami gets number 12, a 3, and future ones. Source confirms.
2 future ones, 22 and 23.
Holy Santa Claus!
You know what? I'll take it. So San Francisco is going to draft a quarterback, which means they're trading Garoppolo to New England.
In New England, yep.
Are they doing that? Has that been
reported?
reported? Or we're speculating?
We're speculating, yeah.
So they're going to be
Miami drops from 3 to 12. They get an extra
everything.
third this year and a first-round pick next year and the year after, meaning they'll have multiple first-round picks in 4 consecutive drafts, barring any trades of those.
Who are they
taking
at 3?
Who
do we think?
San Francisco
it's
taking
Fields
at 3?
or Wilson.
They're taking a quarterback. It's either Fields or Wilson, or even Trey Lance. I've heard they're interested in Trey Lance.
I would say it's either Wilson or Trey Lance. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do think Fields might drop a little bit, so it could be Trey. Wow, what a day to invite me on, Jay.
I know.
This is incredible. I have goosebumps. I'm excited.
Switch this all up, Jay. That's why I wrote this in pencil.
Yeah, okay, next question. Does Miami stay at 12, or do they package picks to try to move up to grab one of those receivers or Kyle Pitts?
Well, let's just
because we do need our playmakers.
Then. If San Francisco is moving up there, I would say we got one. I still, this is what I heard, by the way, through Corey Davis said this. He thinks that the Jets are going to keep Darnold.
I heard that as well, but I don't buy it.
Well, let's just say that that's true. I think the Jets
take
Sewell.
A tackle. Yeah,
I think they take Sewell. So then we know for sure that San Fran's taking a quarterback.
Wilson probably there. Yep. Zach Wilson.
I'd say Zach or Trey, and then Atlanta will take either Fields or whoever's
you would think
of the other one.
You would think
Cincinnati then would take the first receiver,
possibly, or another offensive lineman because they did
sign Riley Reef.
They did, but they're trying not to get Burrow murdered again.
Right. So do they get Rashawn Slater or Christian Darrisaw? They're both up there.
And Jamar Chase is out there too.
So Chase is there, Devontae and Waddle.
Interesting.
So Philly then.
Man, we're
Philly,
right
Detroit. You think Carolina? I still think Carolina makes a trade up.
I think they definitely want a quarterback. If Atlanta's comfortable sticking with Matt Ryan for a while, maybe you see a trade back there.
I think the Jets
maybe
trade
Cincinnati
back with
moves back. That's possible too. Yeah.
If the Jets are planning on keeping Darnold, they're going to trade back.
Interesting. Wow. I'm excited. I don't think I would have wanted to, if I was the GM of the Dolphins, I wouldn't have wanted to move out of the top 10. But when you get offered 2 additional, so essentially 3 first-round picks.
A third and 2 first rounds.
Yeah, it's 2 additional first rounds plus the 12th overall this year, plus a third-round pick this year, which means the Dolphins have 2 firsts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, a 4th, and 2 sevenths. Wow.
It's called loading your team with talent.
I don't like this.
You don't like it?
Well, the first thing I think of is 3 quarterbacks going 1, 2, and 3. And when was the last time this happened?
Quarterbacks
not that long
1,
ago.
2, 3?
Yep. If it happened since then I'm way off. But I'm positive I know the year and I have it.
Was it Peyton, Ryan Leaf, and
no? It came after that.
Came after that?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's been one since then, but no, those 2 just went 1 and 2.
Okay, was it Vince Young, Matt Dirty Sanchez, or no, not Dirty Sanchez. It was Carson Palmer that time.
No, Leinart was the quarterback then.
Was he Leinart?
Yeah, and he didn't go till much later.
Tell me the year.
1999.
Oh, 99.
That's the first year that came up to my head.
So that would be the year
to look
after
for something.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Well,
because he came in '98, right?
No, he came in the 97 draft. Wait.
Okay.
I think it was 98.
98. It was 98 draft, yeah. I think
so. The 99 draft.
Yeah, because then they won the title in 98, yeah.
Was it? No, it wasn't Eli and Rivers and...
No, that's a good guess.
No, because that would have been probably about 4 years from then. Like, I think Eli came out in like the 06 draft.
And I think Rivers wasn't in the top 3.
Is anybody out there on?
Well, Jay, you got me confused here. 99 draft.
Let's see. Is my name on official count?
That?
3. Yeah. Is anybody out there on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread? Do they know anything else other than 1999 where the quarterbacks went 1, 2, and 3 because it did not work out for 2 out of the 3 teams?
Because right now I can think of multiple times where quarterbacks went 1 and 2 with Winston and Mariota, Goff and Wentz.
3.
Do not like it. I mean, I don't.
Give me a hint on what college at least one of them is. You can tell me.
Fine, Syracuse.
McNabb.
Yep. He went number 2.
Jamarcus Russell.
No. That was probably 5 to 7 years after that.
No. All right, you just got to tell us then.
Tim Couch went 1 to Cleveland.
Okay, to Cleveland.
Yeah. No, is that yeah? And then
Donovan McNabb
went to
Philly, and he had a good career.
And then
he got it to the Super Bowl.
Achilles Smith.
Oh,
Cincinnati.
Bears. Or no, that's right. He ended up being a Bear.
No, because the Bears later on in the 12th pick they took Cade McNown. Dante Culpepper went 11 that year. 5 quarterbacks went in the first 12.
Culpepper had a few years of success before blowing out his knee and then signing with Miami instead of Drew Brees. Don't remind me.
Dante Culpepper was a really good quarterback.
Him and Randy Moss was electric. What a nice combo there. So then you know what? How do you like it from the Dolphins' perspective, if I may ask selfishly?
I love this. I still think they get all right. Because here's what I have down for top needs for the Dolphins: wide receiver, linebacker, running back, top 3. And then they also need offensive guard and safety. Okay.
I think you got to add defensive end in there.
Okay. Well,
after trading Shaq Lawson away.
All right. It leaves them a ton of opportunity. I think they still have a very good chance of getting a top receiver at 12.
Do you think maybe Devontae Smith, because of his size, slides there? We could see Devontae. Who did they take? Najee Harris that high?
I don't think so.
Do they take a running back at 12? We've seen it before, and Saquon Barkley went number 2 overall.
Yeah, he didn't. Najee doesn't have the hype behind him like Saquon did.
He's 6'2", 230. Great pass catcher.
Yes, he's great. Listen, I am
obviously
high on Najee Harris.
Probably more of a comp to Derrick Henry than to Saquon, but these
I have Najee as my early
go
prediction
high.
for Rookie of the Year.
I would love it if the Dolphins could get him. So now the Dolphins pick number 12 and number 18, meaning you take Najee at 12, you wait a few picks, you're picking again. But I really do think there's an opportunity for them to maybe trade. I've heard Denver wants to trade back, so maybe Miami trades up from 12 to 9 now, packaging maybe a third-round pick that they got this year.
Yep.
And now they've just netted 2 extra first-round picks in so that they have multiple first-round picks in 4 consecutive years. So that'll be 9 first-round picks in 4 years for the Dolphins.
Jay, you're looking at a dynasty starting.
I hope
Sorry. I'm telling you, man. I mean, you can't argue with that. They have to.
As long as you do well with the picks.
They have to just screw everything up for that not to work.
Well, Cleveland will tell you, hold my beer.
Well, so here where we're at.
But I like the Dolphins front office right now.
So Dolphins are building around Tua this year, right? Well, what if he sucks this year? What if he sucks next year? The Dolphins have 2 first-round picks in this draft, the following draft, and the draft after that. So if Tua is not the guy, they'll find the guy. They have the ammo to do it.
Or they'll trade to get the guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what? If Deshaun Watson's off-the-field issues get cleared up here at any time soon, nobody has more ammunition than the Miami Dolphins do now. You could give up 3 first-round picks
and still have 3
to get Deshaun Watson and still have 3 first-round picks. How? Wow. The possibilities are endless.
My head is spinning at the amount of fun we're going to have.
The NFL draft.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm glad I took my blood pressure
I know. Did you?
Me too.
Do you have to write an emergency blog for this now?
Well, now I think I got to ditch my mock draft that I just submitted, which is supposed to come out on Tuesday.
Oh, you got to go through it. You got to go through it just to see where you're at. I want to see where you're at. Either way.
I can't. I got to redo it. I can't do at least the first round's all messed up now.
Oh,
I got to add a third-round pick. Oh, boy. Well,
that's fun stuff. I'm sure ESPN's blowing up right now.
Oh, my God. That's
things going on.
Well, I better erase these right now.
Yeah, you can erase them or whatever. There's a lot going on out there. Obviously, the NBA trade deadline happened yesterday, came and went. The Bulls are really looking to make a push to get into the playoffs. They're a game and a half back of the 8th seed overall. They ended up picking up Nikolai and Al Farouk. They sent Wendell Carter Jr., who was their first-round draft pick, I think 2 years ago, and Otto Porter and 2 future first-round draft picks to them. Like I said, they're 2 spots back, game and a half out, so they're looking for it as well. Miami Heat got Oladipo, and they sent Avery Bradley, draft spot, and Kelly Olynyk. So that's what they grabbed. Rockets didn't do too much. They get much in return for that. Celtics didn't do too much in there. You can go and look at everyone's like input on the whole gosh darn thing. That's what over there overall. Tomorrow is a big deal. Obviously, the Iowa basketball will be playing UConn, and we all know about women's basketball at UConn.
You seen her play, Merrick? By the way, did
Caitlin
you watch
Clark?
any of Caitlin Clark?
No, I did not.
If you have time tomorrow, just tune in. This girl is amazing.
Well, it's not only that; it's also who's playing for UConn, Paige Buchers. This will be the first time that they've played each other since middle school.
Wow.
Paige is from Edina, Minnesota, and obviously Clark is from Des Moines, Iowa. They grew up playing each other in AAU before they teamed up to win gold medals in 2017 and 2019 on USA Basketball's junior circuit. Clark, in a quote to the Hartford Courant last week, said people would email my high school coach nonstop to try to get us to play each other. It's the only thing people wanted, and now we're going to see it on national TV tomorrow at noon on ABC. Other quotes, and I kind of gave you guys some of them yesterday. I think Clark said, I think people think we hate each other for some reason, which is literally the total opposite. I love her. She's a good friend of mine, and she was a great teammate. I want nothing but the best for her. Bucher said, we talk quite a bit. She's doing really great things. She's leading the country in scoring as a freshman, but I've known her for a very long time, and that's what she does. By the numbers, when she just mentioned that she's leading the nation in scoring. Clark and Buchers both are do-it-all playmakers and are the only players in the nation who averaged 19 points and 6 assists this year, and the only freshman to earn AP All-America honors.
Wow.
Clark led the nation in scoring with 26.8 points per game, with 6 rebounds and over 7 assists. And over 12 times she's dropped 30 on an opponent this season.
She dropped 36 on Kentucky the other day.
Paige Buchers is just the 4th UConn freshman to score 500 points. She averages 19.9 per game and shoots 46.7 beyond the arc.
Wow.
She averages 6 assists a game and nearly 5 rebounds. It's going to be a lot of fun to see. I think it's important. I think it's great to see Iowa basketball on that. I mean, we all know about UConn and their dominance, but it's going to be great to see Iowa women's basketball on there. On a side note,
pay Lisa Bluter, by the way. Make sure she's paid. She's doing
a
great.
side story before we go to break. Friends down the hall, you know.
The twins.
The twins?
Yeah.
You know, they don't really talk too much sports. They don't know that. And it's
they're
okay.
Rock and roll dudes.
But that's, yeah.
That's not their thing.
And
we're the sports guys.
obviously they're talking about this matchup and how it's a big deal. And I didn't hear it, but they had mentioned something. Well, they got an email. And it was right before I went to the gym, and I was like, dear Lord, what are we doing? The email was not happy with them because they said, it is not Iowa girls basketball. It is Iowa women's basketball. When a young lady turns 16, she's a woman. She's not a girl. And they went as far as to like email their bosses or whatever else. And
wait, is 16 is what they said?
I don't know. I don't know why
they said 16.
Yeah, that's what this woman said in an email.
I'm feeling like there's other areas where you can read that that's false.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
I'll just say that my daughter's going to be a little girl the rest of her life.
I think Dwyer had a great response. He's like, you know what? You may be right. It is Iowa women's basketball, and it is men's basketball, but you have to understand we have young kids that participated in sports and activities, and we just are used to our kids. We call boys, girls, soccer, boys, soccer, whatever else. It was by no fault. And she's like, It is subtle and it's sexist. And I felt so bad for them because they're trying to cover their asses and be like, no, we're not doing that. I was like, you don't owe an apology. You made the best response possible by being
just because you're offended doesn't mean anybody needs to apologize to you. Whoever that lady is can stick it.
It was really crazy.
You're offended by that. That's ridiculous.
And I know the way they are. They don't want to. They don't want to offend anyone.
They're nice.
Yeah,
they're not like me.
I thought he gave a great response, and I was like, "How do I write?" I was like, "Maybe on Twitter," and then I was like, "You know what? I'm just going to the gym and just give up on it."
It's insane.
But that was.
You know what? Just don't.
Yeah,
Amy and I were having this conversation in the car today. We're driving around.
Yeah.
Like the problem is everybody gets offended over every little thing. It's like, well, stop. Why?
I know.
I mean,
Before we go to break, speaking of March Madness, March 26, 1979.
March what?
26, 1979.
Iowa Hawkeyes were in the Final Four.
No, were they? I don't know.
Yeah, 79.
Really?
Yeah. Wasn't that Ronnie Lester?
I don't know.
I thought so.
It was the most watched college basketball game of all time.
That was never mind. That wasn't Iowa. It was Iowa's 80. That was Magic Johnson, Larry Bird.
That's right. 42 years ago today, Magic Johnson's Michigan State Spartans took down Larry Bird's Indiana State Sycamores 75-64 to win the national title.
Sycamores have not had much of a program since.
35.1 million viewers.
Wow.
The Spartans entered the tournament ranked number 3 and reached the championship with a 25-6 record, and they won every tournament game that year by double figures. The Sycamores, who had never so much as reached the NCAA tournament, had an undefeated season and entered the matchup ranked number 1. They were 31-0. Magic Johnson, a sophomore, was named the tournament's most outstanding player, while Bird, a senior, took home both the Wooden and Naismith Player of the Year awards. Magic averaged 21.8 points per game, 8.8 rebounds, 10 assists during that tournament. In the final, he was 24-7-5. Bird averaged 27.2, 13.4 rebounds, 5.2 assists in tournament play. But in the final, he was just 7 of 21 and only had 19 points and 13 rebounds. Yep, Magic vs. Bird. And I heard there's going to be a documentary coming out on HBO.
Yeah.
So, and I would assume that's Bill Simmons is behind that. He usually puts a lot of things in there.
Did you guys hear who's playing?
Who's playing
Larry Bird?
Oh, yeah, I did see this, but help me.
Bo Burnham, comedian. Very, abstract, comedy one-man show. I think he's hilarious, but a lot of people don't like him. And also, weird.
It's weird that he's playing him.
It's super weird.
Aftermath, Magic went first overall in the draft to the Lakers. Bird had been drafted 6th overall in the previous year by the Celtics. At the time, teams had 1 year to sign their players before losing them back to the draft pool. At the 11th hour, the Celtics inked Bird to a 5-year, $3.25 million deal, the biggest rookie deal ever. I did not know that. After that, the NBA created the Bird Collegiate Rule, prohibiting teams from drafting a college player they couldn't immediately sign. So I guess you have to declare for the draft, and now they've taken that back and said you can test the portal, the draft portal, and whatnot. All right, we got to take a break here. ESPN 1170 AM in studio with us, Merrick Bray from SCW, and left-handed God brought down from the heavens to make us all happy on Thursday nights,
left arm of God.
Sundays afternoons, and Monday nights, and sooner or later we'll be on Black Friday as well. Okay.
You're crazy. Front Street Brewery is the oldest brew pub in Iowa and is nestled right along the Mississippi River in downtown Davenport. Serving great beers since 1992, like the Davenport Gold, the Wise Guy, the Raging River, and everyone's favorite, the popular Cherry Bomb Blonde. They have a Facebook page where you can check out their food and drink specials, or go to the webpage, www.frontstreetbrew.com. That's Front Street Brewery, restaurant 208 East River Drive, and the tap room is in the Freight House Complex.
I've been earning and burning, snapping necks, and cashing.
You like that? You like that?
Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
This is Tom Kakert from HawkeyeReport.com, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Spring has arrived. Head to Tyson's today and save on hundreds of great products. New low pet food now available at Tyson's. Shop in-store or order online and receive a $10 gift card with the purchase of a 23 or 24-pound bag of dog food. Receive a Cooper Tire prepaid Visa card with the purchase of 4 qualifying tires now through April 12th. Select carry-on trailers now up to $100 off. For these deals and more, shop in-store or online at Tysons.com. Tysons, home, farm, auto.
And now an old classic commercial from Mark Brenny.
This is Skip Tracer from the outdoor reality show Joe Bazillionaire. Joe, is it true that you inherited the state of Montana and have thousands of acres to play on, and you're here to find an ATV to spend the rest of your life with?
Well, that's why I'm here.
Here come the contestants now.
Ooh, the competition is stiff. The power, the flexibility, the low monthly payments, the winches, the plows, the camo covers.
Look at that Suzuki ATV from Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic.
So powerful, so sleek, so It's going to be a tough call, but I'm leaning towards the Suzuki with 3 headlights, automatic transmission, and push-button 4-wheel drive.
They all have pretty bodies and fancy switches.
But the real test will be on the individual dates, alone with each machine in the back country. It's anyone's guess what sort of bump and grind I'll experience.
Well, looks like Joe is one happy camper. Get happy yourself in your own Suzuki ATV from Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic across from Alcoa. Almost.
Suzuki ATVs are recommended only for those 16 years and older. Suzuki recommends an approved training course. See your dealer for details.
The action never stops at BetMGM. Hoops and hockey are hot, and baseball is right around the corner, so it couldn't be a better time to take a shot at an easy 100 from the king of sportsbooks. Sign up today using code FOSTER100 and win $100 in free bets when you place a $1 moneyline wager on the Bucks versus Celtics game, and if either team hits a 3, you win. No matter what your favorite sport is, it's always showtime at BetMGM. Get in on the fun with innovative parlay selection builders, daily promotions, boosted odds specials, and much more. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use code FOSTER100 to win $100 in free bets when you wager $1 on the Bucks or Celtics to hit a 3. Bet with confidence and turn game days into paydays at BetMGM. New customer offer, paid and free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years or older. Iowa only. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
For 3 generations, G&G Retailers has been your place for all your gun, ammo, and gunsmith needs. And right now, G&G Retailers is offering top dollar for your firearms. Stop in now and get cash on the spot. Single items, gun collections, even estates. G&G will take them all. Consignment options available too. You need cash and they want your firearms. Now's the perfect time to go to G&G Retailers and turn your firearms into cash. G&G Retailers on the corner of 17th Street and Division in Davenport.
I'm Ari Wolf with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The first time Malcolm Butler played in Arizona State Farm Stadium, he intercepted a Russell Wilson pass in the end zone to clinch a Patriots victory in Super Bowl 49. Now he'll be playing all of his home games there. The free agent corner agreed to a 1-year deal with the Cardinals Thursday after tying a career high with 4 interceptions as a Titan in 2020. Seattle making moves on its defensive line. After releasing DN Carlos Dunlap earlier this month, the Seahawks are re-signing Dunlap to a 2-year deal worth just over $16 million. Dunlap had 5 sacks in 8 games with Seattle last season. But after failing to reach an agreement on a new contract, NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reports the Seahawks will either trade or release defensive tackle Jaron Reed. In other news, Washington tied former Titans receiver Adam Humphries, and the Bengals have received multiple calls from teams interested in trading for veteran back Gio Bernard. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Spring is on its way. Almost time to roll out the green carpet. Start planning now with innovative help from the Home Depot. Use our project calculators to figure how much grass seed you'll need, or just the right amount of mulch. Our online workshops and how-to videos will get you up to speed fast, from outdoor fire pits to planter projects. If you're ready to roll, so are we. Download our mobile app to get started. Bring on spring with help from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The push to the 2021 NFL Draft is on, and it all starts with Pro Days. The top prospects from the top schools put to a final test. Get a glimpse of the next generation of NFL stars.
Devontae Smith,
Kyle Pitts, Zach Wilson, score!
Everyone's watching, and NFL Network is here for it. Who will become a star on Pro Day and move up on Draft Day?
That's a touchdown for Justin Fields.
Pro Days, over 90 schools, all month long on NFL Network.
Tell Alexa to play ESPN 1170. This is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Welcome back, everybody. Exciting news in the NFL breaking during the last segment. The Dolphins have traded their 3rd overall pick to the San Francisco 49ers for the 12.
Erickson says
the 3rd overall for the 12, and then a first round next year, a first round in 2023 and also a third round in 2022.
Book it. 49ers versus Dolphins in the Super Bowl.
Let's go. Let's do it.
It might happen.
Hopefully,
repeat to 1985.
No, I don't want to repeat the outcome at least, but
the 85 Super Bowl repeat. Super Bowl 19.
I was not alive for that Super Bowl.
Book it.
I was.
Erickson says the Niners are going to the Super Bowl if they get Fields. That team
Dolphins.
is stacked.
Wow. I'm excited, man.
Merrick over here to my left says maybe it's Mac Jones, though. Don't be so fast on Fields.
No. I'm not claiming that. I would absolutely take Fields over Jones. Daniel Jeremiah of NFL Network said to not rule out the Niners taking Mac Jones at number 3 because apparently they're in love with him. But you don't need to move up.
I don't think you need to move up. That's what the Bears would do.
Yeah, exactly. You could have stayed at 12
Bear fans.
and taken Mac Jones.
You know
so
true.
they're clearly in on Wilson, Fields, or Trey Lance.
Well, obviously they don't have the combine this year, and which doesn't hurt the NFL at all. It actually hurts the ESPN a little bit more than it hurts the NFL because they're losing their talk shows that they get to break it all down, and they lose sponsorship. NFL's fine.
They love it.
But how do you guys feel about that? You talked a little about off the air before we went on, before we came on today. How do you guys feel about the pro days? Because the one thing the numbers that you talk about, and you can talk about in a second, Merrick, are crazy. The one thing that I just roll my eyes at, and I was listening today, and I was listening to the head coach of BYU talk about Wilson, and he is just selling him.
Of course he is.
And the whole time I'm like, well, does anyone not see through this? Because now you can just say, like, as you're recruiting quarterbacks, be like, look what we did. We put a guy in the top 2, 3, and of course they're going to sell him. And it was just so, like, overinflated too much that I was just like, I can't even listen to this. It's so transparent. And that's what I took from that. But the numbers you were saying, what was
So yesterday, Penn State had their pro day. Penn State, Micah Parsons, linebacker, ran a 4.39, which is wide receiver speed. Not even like average wide receiver speed, like fast wide receiver speed. And defensive end, 6'6", 230 pounds, defensive end Jason Alway ran a 4.36. What?
Yeah.
That would put him in the 96th percentile for wide receiver 40 times at a normal NFL combine.
So do you believe the numbers or not?
Not at all. And I was actually reading an article yesterday. I can't remember who wrote it, but they were actually typing in all the data into a spreadsheet, and they saw that the average 40 time had risen by like 26% over just last year. And that's after already the 40 times increasing every year due to, inflations and different things, right?
It's because of the pandemic, Mary.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. We all know.
They
gave extra speed.
Well, they all got their vaccinations, and it turns you into Superman. We know.
That's right. Can't wait.
But yeah, I mean, clearly it behooves the colleges to inflate the 40 times, get their guys drafted higher. It helps with recruiting. I don't believe it for a second.
Jay, if for some reason that the vaccine allowed me to fly, would you fly with me?
Like on his back, like
I'll hold your
piggyback
hand,
style,
like Superman did.
Like
Lois.
Superman did Lois Lane.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool.
This doesn't even make sense. Like how? Like that's not how gravity works.
I know she'd be dragging behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you probably have to go on my back.
I remember
Jay.
being a kid and being like, "What? This is not even how that would work."
I guess I didn't think into it. I just remember being like, I don't think Margot Kidder's hot. I remember that.
Well, she was smoking so many damn heaters.
Yeah, I know. That was the only thing. I was like, that's Lois Lane? I was like, I don't
Who
think
played
so.
Lois Lane in the TV show?
That
the
was
90s?
she was with Dean Cain.
Terry Clark.
Yeah, she was a good-looking girl.
Yeah, Terry Clark.
Yeah, she was at one point was the most downloaded woman on the internet. That's when the internet like.
Yeah, no. Bing, bing, bing. Don't answer that phone. I'm on AOL.
So this coming in from Ron Mexico, by the way.
Yeah.
Ron Mexico is saying the 49ers are also now square in quarterback picks. Bets say they're holding on Jimmy G and have no plans of trading him. This is according to Schefter.
So who do they trade up for then at 3? What are you trying to get at 3?
Panay?
As a tackle? Do you give up that many first-round picks to get a tackle? They're in on a quarterback.
I don't care what they say. He's going to New England. I don't. Sorry.
I really do think. Now, he's got a $24 million cap hit. So after all the spending that New England has done this offseason, they would definitely have to either rework some contracts or cut some people.
I mean, Jacksonville's not giving up that number.
No, Trevor Lawrence is going to Jacksonville.
That's
book it. chisel it in stone.
Yeah, that's a weird thing, though. CBS Sports is speculating on
they're saying Sewell is can't miss Hall of Famer. But
some people are even saying Slater. Rashawn Slater is a better prospect than Sewell. But then other people are saying Slater's better at guard than tackle. So
I know, it's
again,
so
this is going to be probably the craziest draft that we've ever seen, based on COVID, based on the fact that half these kids sat out last year.
Yeah.
There's no combine. You have to go on these inflated pro day numbers. It's going to be crazy. And there's going to be a lot of misses.
I think you're right. Yeah.
But,
I hope not. I've put so much work into this, but I really have. And it's like I get excited about every one of these guys. You know what I mean? I start looking at it, and I'm like, oh, man, that dude's, he's so tall and this weight. Oh, man, that dude, oh, my God, he's going to be so good. And then I don't know that.
No, yeah. What did they say? The first-round hit rate is like 40%?
Yeah, we went back and redrafted the 2011 draft.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the first round, it was probably about 40%. We're still in the league.
Yeah.
And out of that, there weren't, a ton of really big hits. But, there were some where you're like,
It's a crapshoot, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only draft what's available. That's the thing, too. People are like, oh, these guys are so great. I'm like, comparatively speaking, like.
And in that draft, think about this. Richard Sherman went in the 5th round.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You're always going to find
Jason
those
Kelsey,
gems.
the center from the Eagles, went in the 6th.
It's crazy.
So who is that in this? You know what I'm saying? There's that in every draft.
Yeah. And we'll see how it plays out. But, this is one of the most exciting times of the season for sports fans and football fans in particular.
Yeah.
It's draft season, man.
It's draft season, and baseball's right around the corner.
I wish I could say I was excited for that.
See, I'm with you, Merrick.
No,
I love baseball. But
I do too, but I'm
my
not
team's
excited.
garbage, and they traded away my favorite player and got rid of my second favorite player, and now they're going to get rid of the team name. So cool.
Yeah, they'll just be known as the baseball team.
Maybe they'll be the Mavericks.
I don't. Ugh.
Joking.
I heard maybe the Naps. The Naps.
The Naps. What's that mean?
Well, they used to be called the Naps because they had a player coach.
Nap.
Yeah. We went through it.
Yeah, Nap LaJoy.
Yeah, we went through that. Yeah.
That was one of Jay's favorite players of all time, Nap LaJoy.
Sure. Yeah, I've got his rookie card. It's near mint condition.
It looks like
Yeah, it's near mint.
Back when they were printed on papyrus.
Yeah. Near mint condition, though.
Papyrus was from the ancient times, Jay.
Well, yeah. Anyway, it does make quite of a shake up there for the draft, and the Finns continue to make good moves, I think. But there's in the past, the 49ers have been very good with their drafts and making trades as well. So I think it might be interesting. And then there is another team in Florida that's doing something, and they just signed Leonard Fournette.
Lombardi Lenny.
Tampa Bay?
Yeah, they have every single starter back now. They did not lose a single starter. That was the last piece.
Are you kidding me? They didn't lose a single one of them?
Not a single one.
Well, but what about, are they getting back Antonio Brown?
Oh, I think so. That's the only one. Are you sure he hasn't signed?
I haven't heard him.
No, he hasn't signed yet.
Dominic Sue signed. All their defensive guys signed.
He's literally the last one. And then the entire band has been brought back, and they're going to go for it again.
And they're going to get somebody decent at 32.
Yep. Man. Tom Brady, what did he sell?
His soul.
Exactly.
He had to have. Wouldn't you, though?
The Bears got Dalton.
At this point,
for
absolutely.
him, for what he did.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Oh.
I mean, he threw this Lombardi trophy across open water. Hammered drunk.
I've as a Dolphins fan, I've hated Tom Brady for the last 2 decades, but this season in Tampa has definitely, I've softened my stance. And when he did that and he got wasted and was stumbling off the ship, I was like, man, I think I like this guy now.
Yeah, it made him human.
I'm cool with it.
Well, did you make any adjustments to your mock draft in your head that you have?
At this point, I'm hoping. So on the article that was to be published Tuesday on leftarmofgod.com, I had the Dolphins trading back from number 3 to number 9, and I had them taking Jalen Waddle, receiver from Alabama. I'm still hoping that a receiver, either Devontae Smith or Waddle, I doubt it'll be Jamar Chase. And I think he's a great player, but I don't think Chase is what the Dolphins need in terms of receivers right now. He's very similar to the skill set that Devontae Parker has, Preston Williams has. So I had them taking Waddle, a speedster. You line him opposite of Will Fuller and have Devontae Parker in the slot and Gesicki playing tight end. That's an amazing pass-catching core. They all do different things. So I'm still hoping a receiver falls to the Dolphins at 12. I think it takes them out of the running for Kyle Pitts, who I think will go top 10. So we'll see about that. I wonder if maybe number 12 is a spot where they feel comfortable taking Najee Harris, because I know they were interested in him at pick 18, which they still hold. But I've been hearing rumors that Arizona is interested at 16. So now you can grab Najee at 12, figure out what you're going to do at 18. Maybe you take another receiver like Rashad Bateman from Minnesota. I have to think about it, man.
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
And the Devontae Smith not weighing in doesn't bother you at all?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned to a point. He did play in the SEC against essentially pro
NFL
defenses
talent,
and NFL caliber talent, and he dominated. He didn't just have a solid year. He dominated, Heisman Trophy winner. We saw what he did in the college football playoffs in the first half of the championship game. Didn't even play the second half. He's an animal, and you can line him up anywhere. He can line up on the outside. He can line up in the slot. He can line up at running back and catch balls out of the backfield.
Well, the way they did misdirection, I think if you have a offensive coordinator that can utilize that tool, and the one thing that impressed me most, I think, about Devonta Smith is his character. Like when he accepted his trophy, his family background. It seems like he has strong family support, and it just seemed like he is very humble. When he scored all those touchdowns, it wasn't about him. It was about the team. And I get the one thing you can say about Alabama receivers is that's the case across the board the last decade or so.
And he may have the coolest nickname in college football history, the Slim Reaper.
That's his nickname?
That's Devontae Smith's nickname is the
it
Slim Reaper.
He's 161 pounds.
170.
That's what he says.
They weighed him. He might have had rocks in his pockets.
He did not get weigh. He did not weigh in yesterday.
That's the only thing he did.
No, he told him I don't need. He did refuse to weigh in yesterday.
So he did nothing?
He said I weigh 170.
So he just showed up to talk?
Guys.
Huh. Is there another thing going on?
If this happened, and this is from Eddie, and I hope he's on this.
He's messing with you.
The Eagles have traded the number 6 to the Dolphins in exchange for 12 and a number 123 overall.
Get out of here.
And a 2022 first round.
This is true. This is a real thing that has happened now.
What's going on?
Philly's down to 12, and the Dolphins are back to 6.
What? Okay, so now the Dolphins have netted.
All right. No. Yeah. So Philly's at 12, and Miami's at 6 now, right? That's what I'm reading.
This is from Field Yates. First reporting, Field Yates.
He's a good-looking fella.
I'm trying to figure out what's going.
So the Dolphins are back in the top 6. This is Adam Schefter. And the Eagles have an extra first-round pick next year and could have 3 ones next year if Carson Wentz pick from the Colts turns into a 1. Eagles traded their 6 to the Dolphins for the number 12 and their 2022 first-round pick.
So the Dolphins still have a first-round pick next year because they had 2 because they netted 1 from 49ers.
And they swapped 156 and 123. But that's neither here nor there, but yeah.
Oh my, I'm so confused. Well,
coming fast today, guys.
So we've netted an extra first-round pick, an extra third-round pick, and are still in the top 10.
The draft is like 2 weeks away. Why is this a matter of like, what is going on in the last 35 minutes?
Well, the commissioner probably said, hey, it's a slow news day.
Yeah. Hey, you know all this stuff about Watson? Get to work, everybody. It's a company-wide email.
Yeah.
Hey, all that negative stuff, do something that people can talk about all afternoon besides the Watson news, all right? Well, let's move that, all right, guys? Let's get to work. Someone do something.
I gotta text my guy at the website.
That's fine. You know what?
I gotta redo this entire thing.
It's a good time to take a break anyway while you guys are looking that over. So let's take another break here. Don't Hassle Us Local, ESPN 1170. I sure can. Hey, Quad City, stop going to your favorite social media sites and asking for suggestions where to get your oil changed, who does the best tattoo work, where the best place to grab lunch is, you know, all that fun stuff. Or, you know, it's that time of year. Who's got a fish fry? Facebook, everybody, and go. Pick up your Locals Love Us guide, and it's easy to navigate. Table of contents help you find whatever you're looking for. Go to their website, localsloveus.com, click on Quad Cities, and then browse your favorite. So easy to use, they even rank the most popular places for you. Like I said, go to localsloveus.com, click on Quad Cities, and then browse your favorites. Check it out, Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
You like that? You like that? The Rock says he's going to make your Rudy Poo candy ass famous. Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
This is Josh Sides, head coach, St. Ambrose University Esports. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
We just expanded our lot at Weber Auto Group. What's that mean for you? Now's the time to buy. Bigger selection, better deal, lower prices. Plus the Weber warranty. And every car we sell gets our 52-point inspection. So call us, visit our website, or better yet, come see us in our new showroom in Silvis. Weber Auto Group, your 5-star dealer.
Mike Greenberg is Greeny. If you don't want great stars in Portland, you don't want Ja Morant in Memphis, you don't want Zion Williamson in New Orleans, and you don't want the Greek Freak in Milwaukee, then why do we have teams there if we don't want them to be good? If you have fan bases that are conditioned to believe they're not supposed to contend, how does that work? How can that possibly be right?
Greeny, 9 till 11 on ESPN 1170.
If you own a small business, you know how hard it can be to find new customers. Now, Town Square has new tools that can help your business stand out and grow today. Go to GetLocalCustomersNow.com for a free local market competitive analysis that will show you what other businesses in town are doing to find new customers and how you can do it too with Town Square. Plus, be one of the first business owners to sign up with Town Square and receive $500 in free advertising on this radio station. Start growing your business today. Visit GetLocalCustomersNow.com. That's GetLocalCustomersNow.com.
Set your sights on spring at the JCPenney Spring Style Event. Hurry in and save now on the season's newest looks in apparel and home. Get up to 40% off select women's and men's spring fashion and dress your best everywhere you go. Need a home refresh? Enjoy up to 40% off home brands you'll only find at JCPenney. Use your coupon for an extra 20% off and bring it all home. So fresh and so new. There's lots to love at JCPenney. Offers and coupon valid through 3/31. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Janae and Golick Jr.
Our friend Aaron Schatz was quick to point this out on Twitter. The moves you did make, Philadelphia, netted you a Super Bowl. Like, full stop. What you did before, and Carson Wentz is a part of that process, netted you a Super Bowl. And so it's hard to look at this as a total failure at all, because there's a lot of teams that are going to go a good long time without winning anything close to that.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Sports bettors, are you ready? You can now experience Iowa's premium sportsbook from the comfort of your own home. Download the PointsBet app now and use code Iowa2K to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. When you bet with PointsBet, you get faster bets, faster withdrawals, and faster rewards at your fingertips. All on an easy-to-use app rated #1 on Trustpilot. See for yourself why bettors are calling PointsBet innovative, lightning quick, and the reason why they've ditched the other books. Download the app now to experience Iowa's premium sportsbook for yourself, and don't forget to sign up with code Iowa2K to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. What do you have to lose? And PointsBet is giving customers the power to choose their own bad beat refund for March college basketball. Send us your bad beat for college basketball between 3/18 and 4/5 that you'd like refunded after the tournament. Your bet will be refunded in free bets up to $50. So, are you ready? Gambling problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Janae and Golick Jr.
Milwaukee built this up the right way. They built it around the superstar and built it as well as you could have, but this is starting to look more and more, should they fall short this year, like Milwaukee becoming a fancy, high-powered version of the Toronto Raptors before Kawhi got there. Meaning you can be the number one seed in the Eastern Conference during the regular season, and you're going to hit an understandable ceiling. Like, they ran into that LeBron James ceiling for years, and for Milwaukee, Giannis may have chosen a bad time to put up in the Eastern Conference and say, I'm going to make my home here, when all of a sudden James Harden and these guys came and decided to make Brooklyn their home.
People want to win now, and at some point, the criticism is going to come to Giannis, unfortunately, because he's been that successful so early. And so, like, well, when are you going to win? Hopefully it's this year, because then it'll quiet all those critics. But I don't know about that with Brooklyn out there and Joel Embiid out there. I don't know about that, though.
Shanae and Golick Jr., 3 to 6 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel teaches you conversations that you will actually use. With 14 languages and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more, you'll learn what matters most to you. Babbel. Language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com.
The best way to spend your weekend is not doing chores. It's with sports. The games you need every weekend are on your sports leader, ESPN 1170.
Welcome back, everybody, to Don't Hassle So Local. Trades, and more trades. Interesting news if you're just tuning in. Dolphins have made 2 trades today. They traded away their number 3 overall to the 49ers, and then they traded for their 12 overall, and then they traded that 12 overall to Philly for their 6th overall. So, and a lot of different things in it. You can look it up online. Merrick Brave will be blogging about it soon.
Yeah, I have to redo my entire article.
Yeah, during the break, I had to text our friend Emily Van Buskirk and say, the Dolphins are making you work hard today for that mock draft showdown that you've got in a couple weeks with T-Roy. So, yeah, a week from, I think she's coming to town Monday, the 5th.
Sweet.
Yeah, sweet. 5th, 6th, 7th, I don't know. One of those 2. She'll be in one of those 2 or 3 or whatever else. But, well, it's rather interesting. And the NFL making some news in a positive way for a change, I guess. I don't know. So.
Is it, man? We're right, like you said earlier, we're right in the middle of March Madness, baseball season coming right up, and the NFL still finds ways to steal the headlines. And
Always.
Top
By the way,
stories of the day.
Bleacher Report is saying that the Eagles did want the number 3, but only if they could draft Zach Wilson.
And so they talked to the Jets
are taking Zach Wilson.
I heard the Eagles GMs are really good buddies, Roseman and Lurie. So he probably talked to him and was like, yo, are you taking him? Okay, you're taking Wilson, then we'll trade back.
Well, that's going to change my draft. Because that is proof to me then.
This has changed everyone's drafts.
So right now you're saying that it's Lawrence, Wilson. 3 is going to be
I would
Trey
say
Lance.
it's Lance. I really do think the Niners would prefer Trey Lance.
Listen to Trey Lance's stat line. 6'3.5", 226.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds like a quarterback. He's
And
a big
he's
man.
mobile.
And he's mobile.
49ers like that.
Yes, he fits what they want to do. He's good.
So maybe he does sit behind Jimmy Garoppolo for half a season.
He might. It
Nothing
can't
wrong
hurt
with
him.
that.
It can't hurt him one bit.
George Kittle has chimed in on the Twitter, and he said, "Oh wow." So,
look at that. I mean,
breaking news from George.
Thanks, George.
So Trey Lance,
you know, Pat Anger is his life coach
from North Dakota State.
Yep.
You think is going to go 3?
I really do. If you ask me today, I think Trey Lance at 3.
Name me the last great quarterback in an FCS from an FCS school.
Well, the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills went to Wyoming.
That's an FBS school.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Wyoming plays in Division One.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz great.
Well, all right. How about Big Ben?
Big Ben is Division One. Miami, Ohio plays.
Joe
in
Flacco.
Delaware. I'll give you that.
Haha, Kurt Warner.
Undrafted.
So you said, give me a quarterback.
Okay, so we go back to 20 years then.
Okay.
Joe
Does it mean it's
Flacco
not
won a
passable?
Super Bowl.
15 years. Joe Flacco's still in the league, and he thinks he's going to compete for the starting job.
Joe Flacco plays for Philadelphia, who's not taking a QB anymore.
He says he's not here. Joe Flacid says, I'm not here to be a backup. I'm here to compete. I'm a competitor. I was like, Joe Flacid, please stop with these quotes.
You could not have two more opposite quarterbacks vying for that spot with Jalen Hurts and Joe Flacco in Philadelphia.
So, Merrick, Trevor, Zach, Trey,
and then Atlanta at 4.
They take Justin Fields.
Do you think they go Fields?
Yeah.
Or do you think they
don't need a wide receiver?
Could you see him taking Kyle Pitts though?
Oh.
Now you got Kyle Pitts, Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones.
Justin Fields is from Georgia.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was he from Georgia or did he go to school there?
I think he went to school there, but I think he was from Georgia too. I could be wrong.
I don't think he's from Georgia.
Okay.
Man, so all of us are talking about, oh, wow, we need to go back and redo our mock drafts. Imagine being an actual NFL GM of, like, the Falcons, and you're just sitting here while all this chaos is going around you, and you're like, oh, what do we do now? This affects everything we were thinking about doing. It's just amazing. All the work you did, not all the work, but a good chunk of the work you did.
Man. I did it in pencil for a reason. I'm like, this just seems to me like this.
I know what happens. I know what happens if you're the GM of the Atlanta Falcons, and I can make a comparison, right? One that we know very well and we talked about earlier. Someone like the Falcons, or there's a trickle-down effect here, and if you don't have a good, strong front office, there's going to be a huge mistake happening, meaning you're going to create something and be like, look, I did this, because right now Arthur Blank's going, where are you at on this?
Yeah, why haven't you been involved?
How come your phone isn't ringing? I haven't seen you on. I've walked past your office 18 times and I haven't seen you on the phone or whatever else. And he's going to make some type of like dumb decision because of this, because he got to do something.
Maybe they
kind of like our beer distributor, where someone decided that they're like, look what I can do. I'm going to change delivery days just to show the boss. It's like I did something.
Well, that's not happening.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, they're going to do something dumb because it's going to affect, because then
but
everyone's going to
panic. Atlanta can't do anything dumb. I think they want a quarterback, and I think Fields was their guy. A lot of mocks had Fields going to the Falcons anyway. Let me pull up mine. For a matter of fact,
who do you comp?
Yeah,
Fields
mine
to?
had Fields going to the Falcons anyway at 4.
Well, who do you comp him to? Who's your pro comparison for Fields right now? Because he's a little undersized.
RG3.
He's got mobility. So an uninjured RG3 who was an electric player. People forget about his rookie season.
Oh yeah,
he was
rookie
good.
of the year by the way.
Yep.
I say RG3.
He takes a little bit too long to get through his reads.
Something that Emily pointed out before the start of the championship game, because I was high on him because the way he played against Clemson. I thought, I like Ohio State's chances here. And she's like, Bama's has a better pass rush, and he gets flustered.
Yeah, interesting. Well, we'll see if it plays out. Maybe
but he can play behind Matty Ice.
Exactly. Maybe that's a great spot for him. He plays behind Matt Ryan for a season, maybe 2 seasons, a season and a half.
Right.
He's surrounded by playmakers. Again,
he's got
Julio,
yeah.
Calvin Ridley. They have Hayden Hurst at tight end, who's not too bad. That's interesting. But, they're in a good spot because you either get the QB you want in Fields or you get the top non-QB in the draft, which could be a Kyle Pitts or a Jamar Chase or
I don't think they want to go wide out. You know what I'm saying?
No,
they can't spread the ball around that much, can they?
Julio's getting up there in age, so maybe you move on from him.
He's been in the league 10 years. This will be his 10th year.
He's getting older. He's expensive. Who knows? He gets injured every season.
Mm-hmm.
I still draft him in fantasy football, just knowing that
he's going to get passes.
I'm not going to get a full season out of him.
But I think Fields goes there.
So quarterbacks, top 4 picks, first time ever, has to be.
What do you think, Jerry?
What do I think? First time ever, 4 picks. Good.
Top 4 picks, quarterbacks.
It doesn't. Okay, Brad on the Harrington's Pub Facebook commented, since I brought up an FCS quarterback. Brad says, can anyone name a good Ohio State quarterback that panned out in the NFL?
Very good point, Brad. No. Terrell Pryor became a wide receiver.
Yep.
I think you can play that game with a lot of schools, though.
You can play with USC.
Alabama is probably, Joe Namath?
He was not good. I'm sorry. Look at the numbers.
I agree.
He won a Super Bowl, but yeah.
I completely agree.
It
was a different time.
Right now,
it was a different
Tua.
time, but I agree. I'm hoping Tua again.
Well, he's got a left arm from the gods.
Left arm of God, baby.
I mean,
we can.
You could say Carson Palmer was good from USC, but he never won the big one. Okay, so I mean, he was decent though. Carson Palmer was a very good quarterback.
Sanchez took him to AFC.
What, Troy Aikman from USC?
No, he went to UCLA.
Oklahoma, then UCLA.
That's right.
Oklahoma, then UCLA. Well, same thing can be said about Oklahoma. And Kyler Murray is out there, but look at all those Heisman trophies that Oklahoma put together.
Man.
Sam Bradford, had
Jason White,
couple decent seasons.
Same thing you could say about Florida, University of Florida.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield's doing well though.
What are you talking about? We're not going to besmirch Tim Tebow like that.
Yeah,
Jay.
All right.
Hey, you don't.
Danny Werfel.
You see what happened to Illinois when they besmirched God. Do not besmirch God.
What is that? Actually, that leads to another question. So, what is quarterback you? Because Notre Dame is no longer that.
So Michigan had Tom Brady, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Miami had Jim Kelly, Vinny Testaverde.
That was a good run. They just signed the #1 dual threat quarterback, which still is like all I can think of is just because it's going to be like, oh, the U's got their swagger back, which everyone knows it's in my pet peeve of talking heads when they say. So
I don't think there is a quarterback.
I don't think there's a quarterback you
they come
anymore.
from everywhere.
It's kind of a crapshoot.
Maybe
it's not our Iowa Hawkeyes.
Maybe
Whoa! Easy on the hot takes over there, T-Roy.
Maybe Zach Wilson
you can't keep coming with fire like that.
I love my Hawkeyes.
Throw me off like that, yeah.
You know I love Chucky Long. I thought it was going to be Chucky Long.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Clemson then, or
now it is probably Clemson.
When that big guy comes out, the backup from last year, that's going to be something else.
Clemson.
Eastern Illinois is QBU. Texas Tech.
Ooh, Eastern Illinois.
Jimmy G and
Jimmy
Romo.
G and Tony Romo.
Romo, yeah.
By the way, Tony Romo and Jimmy G. There's your answer.
That's not bad to. Well, Jimmy G hasn't won anything. Get out of here. Get out of here with Jimmy G.
That's fine, but he's been decent.
Yeah, well, all right.
He made it to a Super Bowl. Come on.
What about?
He did not do well.
Where did Jay Cutler? Purdue.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Well, never mind then.
Yeah, but
similar
so
didn't
Philip Rivers went to Vanderbilt, didn't he?
No, he went to NC State.
NC State.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I guess they come from all over. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't think there is a QBU, so can't take too much away from that. But Ohio State's
Clemson's got the most claim to it currently, I'd say.
He's been there for 3 years or whatever.
We'll just see. We'll see what happens.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, before
Lawrence.
that. So I guess they do have. Yeah,
we'll
Clemson
see what happens with Trevor Lawrence. Obviously, we'll see, but I mean,
I think right now Clemson could probably be the one. All right, I like what Jim's saying. Cal, I thought about that. Rodgers and Goff.
Yeah, that's solid.
That's
depends on how you feel about Goff, but he played in a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
not well.
Yeah, so I guess
to make it to a
find
Super Bowl
one.
is something else.
It's fun to have all this chaos going on in the middle, like you said, Merrick, in the middle of Sweet 16 and baseball season right around there. It's a scramble to catch up on everything.
I guarantee right now, no one's talking about anything spring training on any of the talking heads.
No, they're not anyway. I mean, I've shared that story multiple times where the commissioner had to call into ESPN one time. Greenberg talks about the story all the time. It was opening day, and they were talking to the NFL, and he's like, and it was Mike and Mike in the morning, and the commissioner called in and said, like, it was Selig.
Yeah.
Called into Greenberg during commercial break and was like, just one day, I would appreciate it, since it's opening day, that you guys would talk about Major League Baseball for 5 minutes instead of the NFL on opening day. And Greenberg said he felt like that small, like an inch tall, that the commissioner had to call into his show on commercial and be like, guys, like, of all things, like, you're still a sports show. Brad saying BYU. Oh, it's been a long time since. It's been a long time. And Ty Detmer, that's a long break in between.
I was about to say BYU because I got Zach Wilson coming out this year.
Was Zach Wilson? Was Zach Wilson? How much was Zach Wilson on the radar last year?
None. And
is Zach
you know
Wilson?
What? I'll tell you the truth.
Mitch
Zach
Trubisky?
Wilson had a good year against inferior competition and lost to Coastal Carolina.
Lost to Coastal Carolina.
Come on now.
Who?
Zach Wilson.
Okay. Now here's the other thing.
And you saw his offensive line. He had all
Joe
day
Burrow,
to
by the way.
Joe Burrow played for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yes.
Well, there you go. A little bit.
Joe Burrow, Ohio State transferred out of there, went to LSU.
And then blew up, and no one knew the hell.
Wanted to go to Nebraska.
he wasn't that good.
Scott Frost said, "You think this guy's better than what we have?"
Nah.
That's on you, Nebraska fans. That's what you got. Is that my boy Joe? I keep forgetting about Joe. I feel like I'm cheating on him the more I keep talking about the Jags.
You better not. You got Joe Burrow gear.
I know.
Are you a Burrow guy now?
Oh, he's a big
Burrow
time
guy.
fan.
Big Burrow guy.
Since day one.
Yeah, well, I've been down since week championship of the LSU season. Yeah, that was about it. The thing about it is, no disrespect to Andy from the Natty, I really don't like anything in Ohio, so it's tough for me to cheer for like Cincinnati. But I cheer for the Cincinnati Burros, and I hope he's doing well.
Did you see the New Jersey leaks? What do you think of those?
No, I have not.
They're very boring.
Yeah, I didn't think there was anything too crazy.
The numbers kind of look like a hybrid of the Texans and the Bears.
Mm-hmm. And then it was supposedly that the Rams wanted to tweak something. They said they wanted to do something every year, and there's like a loophole that they found in the NFL because you can only change it like every 4 years. But they found some type of loophole that the Rams want to switch it up every year. So eventually they're going to let them change it every year because the new uniforms will come out, like the schedule release and whatnot.
Yep.
And NFL.
So the NBA kind of already does that. What do we think about all these, unique and alternate NBA uniforms?
T-Roy got thrown off during the Portland one when it said Oregon. He did not like that one. He didn't. He's like, what is this? I thought we were watching the NBA. It's like, not the University of Oregon. He's like, that's not their colors. I was like, no, that's Portland. What was the one when they used the Spanish, like La Heat or whatever else they would have, the Bulls? I don't know.
Well, they got, they're like NASCAR now too. They got like Goodyear on them. And,
oh God, I hate that. I hate that.
I'm like
the sponsors.
Like, if Nike makes your jersey or Adidas or Under Armour, all right.
Yeah, you put a little logo on there.
That looks great because we know what that is. That's an apparel logo. I don't know.
Giant patches now.
I really just tuned out of the NBA, Jay. I don't think they'll ever get me back. There needs to be some. I mean, I like Zion Williamson a lot. I think he's electric. If he starts playing in championships, maybe. But I need something like that. I need a player that I'm attracted to.
Yeah, I feel the same. I went from Jordan, obviously, as a kid, huge Jordan fan, and then I always hated Kobe, and then I kind of got into him just because of his killer instinct, vibe.
When Jordan retired, I kind of started my little love affair with Kobe. Yeah,
because he's a similar mindset.
Yeah,
he just wants to stomp on your throat.
And I love that, and he was a hard worker, and he demanded it out of his teammates, and I liked Phil Jackson on that team. I liked the coach.
Do you think a lot of your opinion on the current NBA stems from the fact that they just create these super teams over and over and over again, and it feels cheap in a way?
It doesn't really bother me. I'm not a Celtic fan, but I was very interested when they did the Big Three and they did the Three Amigo thing, and that didn't bother me. I thought that was kind of cool. The super team thing doesn't bother me. I think it's just more of the
probably bother if you were like a Denver Nuggets fan or something.
Right. The Bulls had just had some bad luck. I mean, Derrick Rose looked like he was going to be insanely special, right?
Yeah.
And then the knees and all that and the terrible outcome from that. So that set me back a little bit because I was excited about the Bulls, and that's who I want to be excited about. Just a lot of it, a lot of the politics of it have turned me off a little bit. I don't necessarily think that our sports league should be championing a place like China that has so many sort of human rights violations that we know are true, right? And when I see a little bit, it's not the entire league that did it, but when I see some of that, I'm just like, I don't need to spend my time or money on it.
Yeah.
And I don't. And Jay knows this. I'm not getting mad at people if they take a knee. Any of that. That's not what I'm basing it on. It's just like little things like that. What I had said prior.
Right.
And the NFL, it's just the king right now. And listen, 5 years ago, you damn right, I was so happy to be a Cubs fan. Right now, it's like, man, what are you guys doing?
Right.
So a little of it is how it flows. But right now, yeah. But the NBA, there's just not one player that I gravitate to that I really like to watch, other than Zion. And the kid's amazing. I want to see him do well.
I wonder if like fantasy basketball became more of a thing, if that would get the rest of us into it. Because fantasy football has absolutely helped more people start watching the NFL.
There's a difference. The difference in the football is you have a day to do your waiver wire.
Yep.
It goes on Wednesday. You can set your lineup by Thursday, and you're done for the time, or Sunday morning. The other thing is
I don't like baseball fantasy because it's so confusing.
I just signed up for my first fantasy baseball this year, and I'm already terribly confused. We haven't even drafted yet.
I did stake. I have one also. I think Mikey's on here. I have one tomorrow morning, and I will not be able to be a part of the draft. I'm going to have to put it on auto, which kills me. But let me ask you this. If I set up a fantasy baseball best ball team,
what's that
league,
mean?
Would you be interested?
You can explain best ball to me.
Best ball is you do the draft, and then
you don't touch it.
The site gives your optimal lineup every single day.
Perfect.
You don't have to touch it after the draft.
Yes, man. Because
I'd probably be in, but I'd be a little salty about it every day when I'm like, oh, I want to change my team. I'm kind of a micromanager. So.
Yeah, but I mean, when the stats come, the best stats go in there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So even if you sat there and you were like, Juan Soto, definitely he's going to rake today or whatever else, and then he didn't, if he did, you would be right, and it would go in your lineup because the computer would put it in there for you.
Right.
If he didn't, it would be out.
Sure, you're right. That makes sense.
And you'd be like, oh, stupid computer, and then you're like, oh, good job, computer.
Trades at all?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Okay, I'm in. Yeah,
Jay loves trades. By the way. He would never enter a league that didn't have trades.
Absolutely.
By the way, he would
and then
veto
I
that.
I badmouth everybody who doesn't answer my trades.
Same way.
Yeah. So all right, I'll look into it, and then we'll see. Mikey says sign me up, so I'll look into it because I know a friend of the show, Brian, was asking if we're going to do a listener league, and I think we'll come up with something, and maybe see if we'll find one of our sponsors to throw something in as just a gift thing. But I think a best ball would be the best thing for all of us, just because you have the draft, you have the talk in the league and everything else, and then you don't have to worry about the daily. Because T-Roy, you're right, the daily stuff, the daily setting ones, I can't do that. I mean, I was bad enough last year in the COVID during all my fantasy baseball that I was like, I'm out. And even so much, I think I touched the waiver wire in our league maybe once. Like, even Money was making fun of me. He's like, Jay just doesn't even set his lineup.
In baseball?
In football. That's what I'm saying. But now I think this is kind of what you get. This is karma. If you sit here and you complain for almost a calendar year that the sports isn't the same, and then you have a day like this, you're like, all right, this is the rush we need. This is the shot in the arm that we
feels
looking
like
for.
we're back. It really does. I mean, and it's exciting. I mean, I just Merrick said it. It's like the NFL said, hey, baseball, NCAA, we got to flex a little.
Yeah.
Little,
We'll give you Saturday and Sunday.
Taking your pants down, showing them who's boss.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll give you Saturday and Sunday. We're going to dominate Friday. We'll give you Monday morning, and then we'll be back on Tuesday to start doing all these things again, because they'll probably, like I said, I don't even know if they'll give them Monday morning to recap everything else. How did you fill out any brackets at all, Merrick?
The first time since, probably 1997 where I did not fill out a bracket. But I did bet on college basketball for the first time, and Arkansas made me $50. So
there you go.
Big Razorback fan over here.
Good
Big
call.
Suey.
Me and Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I did not have sex with that pig.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the ones we kind of looked at the games yesterday that we felt most confident gambling against. I think if we're looking at the games we're more likely that we're excited to see, I feel like...
Oh, mine's Oregon, USC.
I think that's it. And then FSU, Michigan.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say that's the next one that you're excited to watch?
I really like watching the underdogs, though.
So you want to see Oral Roberts in Arkansas?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Now I'm torn. Yeah. I want to root for the underdog, but I'm a big Razorbacks guy.
You do not want to cheer for Oral Roberts.
Loyola, Oregon State. I mean, it's still... Oregon State's a Division I. I would like to see Loyola go to the Elite Eight. I want to see Loyola go to the Final Four. Are you kidding me? Sister Jean's knocking on heaven's door. I'm sorry. Let's get one for Sister Jean. I would love it if Loyola won it all.
Quick question about college basketball. Shaka Smart is supposedly leaving Texas to go to Marquette.
That guy's a job hopper, huh?
VCU to Texas to Marquette. Is Marquette really a better job than Texas?
Yeah, in college basketball, probably.
I would say yes in college basketball.
I think I'd rather live in Texas.
You just took them to a 3 seed in an NCAA tournament. Marquette didn't make the tournament.
He took a ton of heat for getting bounced early.
He really did.
Texas expects to be. Here's what Texas expects. They expect to have Kevin Durant every year.
Everything's bigger in Texas, right?
I'm just telling you what they expect. It's true.
I assume he got more money as well. So
yeah, it must
He's a
be
good coach.
No, there's no doubt about it. Like I said, BCU to there.
It's Texas lost their two head coaches this year. Football.
Man, I remember being a kid in the '90s, and Texas was top of the tops everywhere. You know,
football, basketball, baseball.
They can't sniff anything anymore.
Yeah, that's baseball. They got 2. Yeah, Augie Guerrero's still there at Texas. Yeah, don't cheer for Oral Roberts, Merrick.
why can't I cheer for Oral Roberts?
It's just
I'm a big fan of Oral.
I'm glad you are. But that's
Hey, did you guys see that? I don't want to bring the party down, but you
Sure.
saw the kid out of GCU died in a car accident. So just terrible. Oscar Freyer, I believe is how you pronounce his name. So I think we got to get a picture of him up at Oscars, dude.
I think it's the only time I've liked anything that's come out of anything affiliated or non-affiliated with Barstool, and that's Hawkeye Barstool tweeted like our hearts and thoughts and prayers are with the GCU families. So it's about the only time I've liked anything on Twitter.
So that player Oscar, when he was 7, he lost his father to a car accident as well.
Oh, it's brutal.
And the car accident he was in, I think, took his life and his sister's.
Yeah, you really are in a good honey bear right now.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, you really
I just
doing some
we have
things
to
here.
talk about it because it's relevant.
Of course, yeah.
We got to show our soft side sometimes, Jay.
Pull
up your shirt. Show me your soft side.
No, I'm not going to do that at all. Before we go to break, I would like to be part of the. I'd like to be part of the law firm that just got hired by the NCAA.
To do what?
They're doing an independent review of the disparities between men's and women's basketball tournaments. Because
it was pretty huge.
It's huge. Did you see this on Twitter?
I saw the weight room comparisons.
Yeah, last Thursday, Stanford sports performance coach Allie Kirshner posted photos on social media that displayed the drastic difference between what men's teams competing at NCAA tournament in Indiana get to use to work out and what the women competing at the NCAA tournament get in Texas. And there was also a video like, here, I want to show you this. And it was basically just like
an empty room.
Yeah.
It was like an empty cafeteria.
Yeah, with like a few dumbbells here and there, and maybe a bench. Where
there was nothing above like 20.
And now the guys is like state-of-the-art type of thing. So NCAA President Mark Emmert announced that they hired an independent, like I said, independent law firm. The law firm hired has extensive knowledge in Title IX and gender equity issues. How's this? To be on the committee. Yes, there is a problem. So, I don't really have to go too deep
Merrick,
into it.
you guys probably have a bunch of workout stuff down at the academy, don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What kind of stuff do you use hammer strength down there? Or what
we got dumbbells, kettlebells, wall balls, jump ropes to go along with our barbells and our squat racks, and rowing machines and Airdyne bikes.
A lot of core stuff for you guys then.
Yeah, it's mainly focused on like a CrossFit type workout. Right. I don't think we're legally allowed to say we use CrossFit.
You don't want to.
But yeah, no. I think we've distanced ourselves from that community.
I think it's now called boot camp.
I believe we call it high intensity interval training. That's what we do. High intensity interval training.
Height.
Yeah.
Height.
I just grab the bands, do a couple pec flies, and sit down and eat my sandwich. And I feel pretty good.
Tell everybody else, keep got it.
Yeah, you
yell at them.
You got this.
Yeah.
Work hard.
Feel pretty good.
Just hold up pictures of everybody that you've got to the WWE. You want to be here? You better start doing more.
You want to ride on a car? Was it CM Punk that you were on the car against? Weren't you? Weren't you
I was
G-Man or whatever else? Weren't you riding in the car? No, that was Punk that rode on someone else. What did you do?
I was part of Rusev's entrance
at
WrestleMania 31 when he rode out in the tank with Lana.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Apparently they copulated in that tank. It was the rumor.
What? There's more fun stuff that goes on in professional wrestling than anything in the world, Jay.
Oh, it's the Wild West.
I mean, it's just going back. Have you been watching the Young Rock, by the way?
Yeah, I have actually.
Oh
it's
my!
an entertaining
and
show.
It got cut off this week because our Channel 6 friends at Channel 6 had to report on a possible tornado down in.
I caught it on Hulu. So
yeah, so I missed. It was kind of right after his mom had caught him stealing everything.
Yeah,
and she was kind of having a heart to heart, whatever. And I'm guessing what's happening here. So I think there was a tell. So he wants to impress this girl to make her think he's rich. I think that girl, her mom is the one that his mom's cleaning for.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's what's going to happen.
It didn't get revealed in that episode, but we'll find out. We'll see.
That's my spoiler.
Do we think The Rock will be running for president in 2032?
I was just going to say that. The weirdest thing is that, yes, I think he's going to run for president.
I really think it's possible.
I can tell you this. There is no way he can be worse than what we've currently got going on.
I'll vote for The Rock. I will, man.
I mean,
I think that
he can
elevates my
articulate a
business.
sentence.
I think that makes professional wrestling. We might overtake the NFL, man. If The Rock's president,
oh yeah,
heck yeah,
oh yeah.
Especially because he's involved in the XFL. He's not,
Oh, he is.
So
yeah.
if we redo Back to the Future, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Doc, who's president? The Rock. Oh, the professional wrestler. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, that's who's the president. All right, we got to take a break here. When we come back, I'm going to play a little game with you guys. All right, I want to remind you, Tim Hernandez is a sponsor of the show, friend of mine as well, and he's brokered by eXp Realty. He's licensed in both Iowa and Illinois. Tim has been involved in real estate market since 2007. Specializes in residential home buying and selling. So if you're looking to buy a home, sell your home, contact Tim at 563-508-7221. Now, other things. He's very good about finding investment property. So
look at that.
You got some money there. You're like, hey, I want to invest in something, get a little money back later on, or maybe buy a house to flip.
Well, caution all you would-be warriors, though.
Uh-huh.
It's not the easiest thing in the world. Investment property. It takes a lot of work.
But that's why you call Tim Hernandez, because he can help you with that.
Yeah.
And also, if you do already have property and maybe you're getting tired of, chasing down the rent or getting people to lease from you, Tim Hernandez also will assist with property management as well. Like I said, give him a call at 563-508-7221. Allow him the opportunity to assist you with your next real estate transaction. Again, licensed in both Iowa and Illinois, so our friends on the other side of the river, you can call Tim as well at 508-7221. We'll be right back. Don't Hassle us for Local here on ESPN 1170 AM.
We're streaking! We're going up through the quad to the gymnasium. There's more coming.
Frank, get in the car.
Everybody's doing it.
You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Brian Rothenberger, radio guy for the Quad City Storm. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
And now an old classic commercial from Mark Brenny.
BMS hotline.
I'm hiding in the closet. I'm really frightened. I didn't know who else to call.
It's all right, sir. Now tell me, what's the matter?
Well, it's my wife. She's in this mood.
Was it a grouchy mood, sad mood, moody mood? Sir, please describe the mood.
Well, kind of like all three.
You didn't tell her she was fat, did you?
Geez, I'm not that stupid. See, I was test riding a new Suzuki Intruder from Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic in Bettendorf. Well, I guess I just forgot her birthday was today, and she started yelling at me.
Go on.
So I told her that I was buying it for her.
First, you need to reassure her and tell her that you love her, and that riding a Suzuki motorcycle helps to ease cramps and bloating.
Cramps and Hey! Is this the pre-motorcycle syndrome hotline?
No, sir. This is the other PMS hotline.
Oh, no, she found me. Gotta go. Maybe I'll be calling you in 28 days.
Come test drive one today. Brenny's, 4426 State Street in Bettendorf, across from Alcoa. Almost.
Okay.
Indeed knows unexpected demand can stretch your business thin.
Leon speaking.
Like at Leon's Plumbing.
Sorry, quickest we can get there is next Friday.
To stay out of hot water, he needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Get a 1 Series tractor for just $99 per month at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2315.
What do you get when you talk to a Dell Technologies advisor? You get someone who understands there's an art to listening.
Sure.
Who's able to hear more than what's being said and can provide tailored small business solutions that make you feel truly heard.
I understand. Let's get started.
for advice on everything from laptops to the cloud and solutions powered by Intel vPro platform. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL.
The college basketball tournament is back, and Circle Tab is your place to catch every game. Throwback $2 Bud Family Cans during all tournament games and take in all the action on one of their 17 flat-screen TVs. Enjoy the patio and enter to win tons of prizes. They'll be giving away Circle Tap basketball jerseys throughout the tournament and enter to win one of 3 full-size Pop-A-Shot basketball arcade games during the semifinals, finals, and the championship game. Catch all the college hoops at Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
I'm Ari Wolf with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The first time Malcolm Butler played in Arizona State Farm Stadium, he intercepted a Russell Wilson pass in the end zone to clinch a Patriots victory in Super Bowl 49. Now he'll be playing all of his home games there. The free agent corner agreed to a one-year deal with the Cardinals Thursday after tying a career high with 4 interceptions as a Titan in 2020. Seattle making moves on its defensive line. After releasing DN Carlos Dunlap earlier this month, the Seahawks are re-signing Dunlap to a 2-year deal worth just over $16 million. Dunlap had 5 sacks in 8 games with Seattle last season. But after failing to reach an agreement on a new contract, NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reports the Seahawks will either trade or release defensive tackle Jarran Reed. In other news, Washington signed former Titans receiver Adam Humphries, and the Bengals have received multiple calls from teams interested in trading for veteran back Gio Bernard. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Spring is on its way. Almost time to roll out the green carpet. Start planning now with innovative help from the Home Depot. Use our project calculators to figure how much grass seed you'll need, or just the right amount of mulch. Our online workshops and how-to videos will get you up to speed fast, from outdoor fire pits to planter projects. If you're ready to roll, so are we. Download our mobile app to get started. Bring on spring with help from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The push to the 2021 NFL Draft is on, and it all starts with Pro Days. The top prospects from the top schools put to a final test. Get a glimpse of the next generation of NFL stars.
Devontae Smith, Kyle hits Zach Wilson. Score!
Everyone's watching, and NFL Network is here for it. Who will become a star on Pro Day and move up on Draft Day?
That's a touchdown for Justin Fields.
Pro Days, over 90 schools, all month long on NFL Network.
From the Vegas Gaming Cafe, this is the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB Davenport, a Town Square media station.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. Jay has got a game for American
What a
T-Radio.
busy day, but still
fun day.
I was coming up with an idea, and I was like, maybe we can have American more often, or maybe we have guests in on Friday, whatever else. But last night, I made it over to Caddy's.
You did?
Yeah, and my brother was hosting Bar Wars Trivia.
The C word?
Yeah, and and they have it Monday nights out in Donahue, Tuesday night at the Bike Rack, Thursday night at Caddy's. It's free to play. You can win house cash, shots for best team name, winning the round, whatnot. And came in a little late to the game, but yours truly and a few other people won Bar Wars Trivia, won it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but then I was like, you know what? You guys didn't play it or whatever else. Some friends at home or that are listening and or on Facebook Live, they can leave questions or answers or whatever else. I just want you to write down your answers. You can scribble shorthand if you want to. I just don't want you to yell out loud and be like, yeah, that's what he said. That type of thing. All right, so there's there's 20 questions, and the final one you can wager up to 20 points. I'll keep track of your points, okay?
Okay.
I'll give you a category, and then I'll give you the category, and then I'll read the question to you. I'll give you just a few seconds in between to come up with an answer. You don't know it, it's not a big deal. That being said, usually at Bar Wars Trivia, he plays a song in between. Sometimes he gives you a hint in the song, whatnot. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to do our shortened version of Bar Wars Trivia. All right, so thanks to Bar Wars Trivia and Chip for giving us these questions from last night's game.
Don't hassle us trivia.
Don't hassle us trivia, the shortened version. All right. Question 1, worth 1 point. The category is 1 year anniversary. You may not know that you know Kevin Miles from the South Side of Chicago, but you certainly know his on-screen character. You've seen him in commercials featuring Aaron Rodgers and Drake as he has portrayed what character for the past year? Get a little music in the background, too, for this.
Oh, wow. Yeah, keep playing it.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't hear anything.
It's getting there. All right, you guys have any answers?
Yeah.
Okay, T-Ray, you go first.
It's Jake from State Farm.
That is also what I have.
All right,
State Farm
each get
guy.
1 point. Good job. Like I said, they'll get it harder as they go, though, but the first round's not too tough. All right, second question. We're at 2 points. Category is 21 steps. Where is the tomb of the unknown soldier located? I don't want the city. 21 steps. Where is the tomb of the unknown soldier located? Answers in?
Yes.
Merrick, you go first.
I do not know.
Okay.
Arlington Cemetery.
It is Arlington Cemetery. All right. Question number 3. Worth 2 points. The category is holiday films. Where were Kevin's parents headed for Christmas in the 1990 film Home Alone?
Oh, gosh. Where were they?
Where were Kevin's parents headed for Christmas in the 1990 film Home Alone? All right, T-Ray, you go first.
Paris.
Merrick?
I also had Paris, but I just wrote France, but I meant Paris.
Well, you both get it, yes.
Okay,
Good job, guys. I honestly wouldn't have known that. Like I said, I came in late. It would have taken me a long time to figure that out. Okay. Question number 4, worth 3 points. What former star of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and The Sweet Life on Deck just announced the arrival of her first child, a baby girl named Jupiter Irish French? What former star of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and The Sweet Life on Deck just announced the arrival of her first child, a baby named Jupiter Irish French? This is fourth question. Merrick, you go first.
Yeah, I'm still too old for that.
Okay.
Shelley Lang.
No. Ashley Tisdale.
I could think of her face. I could see it. I didn't know her name.
I'm still lost.
It's all right. All right. Question number 5, worth 3 points. For the first time, the category is different blockade. Okay, now the question is, for the first time, in what canal's 150-year history, a cargo ship has become wedged into the canal? For the first time, in what canal's 150-year history, a cargo ship has become wedged into the canal? Odd question, T-Roy, you go first.
The Suez.
Merrick?
I didn't write it down. Now this sounds like I'm lying, but I also said Suez.
Okay. It's either. Oh, sorry. Next time I'll say you lock it.
That is literally the only
canal
I know.
Well, there's Panama as well.
That was the one I was.
Yeah.
If I could have thought of
Suez
Panama,
correct?
Suez is connected.
How many points did that get us?
That was worth 3 each. Three for that one.
No, I feel like I cheated on
Well,
that one.
you're all right. Okay, question number 6. It's my fault for not saying, are you locked in yet? Question number 6, worth 4 points. The category is American money. Where was the first U.S. mint constructed? Category is American money, worth 4 points. Where was the first U.S. mint constructed?
First U.S. mint.
The first U.S. mint constructed.
You know what? Sure, why not?
It's an even question. Are you locked in?
I'm locked in.
Are you locked in?
I'm locked in.
You go first, Merrick.
Denver, Colorado.
And T-Roy.
Fort Knox.
It is Philadelphia.
Oh, that was my original answer. Dang it.
And the final question of round 1. You can get 0, 5, or 10 points.
Okay.
2-part answer, okay? The category is crossroads. What 2 interstates connect in Columbus, Ohio, helping to form the bullseye when seen from above? What 2 interstates connect in Columbus, Ohio, helping to form the bullseye when seen from up above? You can get 0, 5, or 10 points. Are any answers locked in? You guys still thinking? That's fine. That's fine. I understand completely. It's a final question round. And again, while you guys are thinking, I just want to point out to everyone, thanks to these questions from Bar Wars Trivia. There are Monday nights out in Donahue. And
I'm locked
Depot,
in.
the bike rack on Tuesday nights in Davenport, and Caddies on Thursday night. You're locked in, T-Ray?
Hold on.
Okay.
And now I'm locked in.
T-Ray, you go first.
74 and 75.
Merrick?
I-35, I-80.
No and no. It's I-70 and I-71.
Ah, dang it. I knew it was around there.
All right, looking at this now, T-Ray, you've got 3.
I got 8 points.
Yeah, you do. Thanks for keeping track for me. And Merrick, you have 6. Okay, need to keep that in mind because at the end we're gonna gamble on it. All right, second round. First question of the round is worth 2 points. Category is called Poof. There it goes.
Oh boy.
20 years ago, 2 days ago. So 2 days ago was a 20-year anniversary. Pitcher Randy Johnson made ornithologists crazy when a pitch he struck hit what? When a pitch he threw struck what? So 20 years ago, 2 days ago, the anniversary, Randy Johnson made ornithologists crazy when a pitch he threw struck what?
I'm locked in.
You're locked in.
Me too.
Okay, Merrick, it's your turn. What do you got?
A bird.
Mm-hmm.
I also have Larry Bird.
Okay, very good. You both get 2 points.
Ooh, 2 points for them.
More importantly, it was a dove, if you get into it.
Oh.
Question number 2. 3 points. Category is breakout.
Did they play Doves Cry after it?
Maybe a little
He
insensitive.
did play that, yeah. He did during that break. I would have played the bird. I would have played Bird.
Everybody heard about
the bird from Morris Day and the
Jungle
Time.
Love?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, got it. All right, I like it.
Everybody, have you heard? Brand new dance. All right.
called the bird.
Category. Question number 2 of the round. Worth 3 points. Category is breakout. What Iowa prison just had a failed prison break where the escapees killed 2 prison employees, a registered nurse, and a correctional officer? What Iowa prison just had a failed prison break where the escapees killed 2 prison employees?
How about some bonus points for some added information?
Oh.
Not about that. Not
Shot,
about
you
that.
know?
Wow. Yeah, like,
I don't even know. Why haven't I heard of this?
Yeah,
I'm locked
guessing.
in.
Yeah, you're locked in? Okay.
I'm locked in.
Okay, you go first, T-Ray.
It's Fort Madison?
Merrick.
It is the former home of John Wayne Gacy, Anamosa State Penitentiary.
It is Anamosa.
Well, that's
is
another
correct.
one. Yeah.
Served 18 months
Wow.
in 1968.
All right.
How many points was that?
What?
How many points did he get there?
3.
He had a 10-year sentence, but he brought a mini golf course he secured a mini golf course. It's still there to this day, and so they let him out early.
Oh,
and then he murdered a lot of people.
Then he went on to murder people. Anyway, and that's why Merrick doesn't play mini golf to this day. Okay, question number 3 of the round, worth 4 points. The category is there's only one in this country. What board game was banned in the Soviet Union?
Oh.
There's only one in this country as a category. What board game was banned in the Soviet Union?
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Okay, Merrick, you're up first.
Monopoly.
T-Roy.
Monopoly.
It is Monopoly. Good job. Both get the 4 points.
All right.
Okay, question number 5 of the round. Oh, question number 4 of the round, worth 5 points. The category is American money. In what year was the first Susan B. Anthony dollar coin produced? Category is American money. In what year was the first Susan B. Anthony dollar coin produced?
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
With an incorrect answer.
T-Roy, you're up first.
1984.
Merrick.
2000.
1979.
Hey, dang it. I knew it was around there.
All right.
I remember being a kid and getting one. That's how
Next question, worth 5 points. A NHL referee has essentially been fired after a hot mic caught him saying he wanted to call a penalty on what team that was currently on the ice. An NHL referee has essentially been fired after a hot mic caught him saying he wanted to call a penalty on what team that was currently on the ice. Merrick, you're up first if you're locked in.
I'm locked in. I will take...
Are you locked in, T-Ray?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
go.
take Toronto.
T-Ray.
I'll take Tampa Bay Lightning.
It's Nashville Predators.
Okay.
Okay, they're just like, move on. Get fast. You guys just like,
I read that article, too.
Yeah, I read it, too, and we didn't talk about it. That's how I got it last night. All right. Next question category is in the garden, worth 6 points. Almonds are a member of what flowers family? Almonds are a member of what flowers family?
Know what that means.
Okay. I'm locked in.
Yeah, Merrick, are you locked in?
Yes.
You're first.
Roses?
T-Roy?
Petunia?
It is roses.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Really? Way to guess that one, buddy.
Okay.
He's kicking my butt now.
Final question of the round. You can get 0, 5, 10, or 15 points. So it's a 3-part answer. Okay?
Uh-huh.
The category is founding the Justice League. Although through the years, the comics and movies have added additional founding members, what 3 superheroes are almost always founding members and the core of the Justice League of America?
Oh, boy.
Okay, categories founding the Justice League. Question. Although through the years, the comics and movies have added additional founding members, what 3 superheroes are almost always founding members and the core of the Justice League of America?
I'm locked in.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
There's it. 3 parts. You can get up to 0, 5, 10, or 15 points.
What's that guy?
What's that guy?
I'm not a comic book fella. What's a dude? He goes like this, stretches and stuff.
Elastic Man?
No.
No, I don't know.
That's probably not it anyway.
It's probably not it anyways. Are you locked in?
Sure.
T-Roy, you're up first.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
Merrick.
Batman, Superman, The Flash?
It is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. T-Roy gets all 15. And you get 10. So T-Ray, you're at 2, 6. That's 21 for the round, right?
Yep, I'm at 29
Merrick,
total.
5, 9, 15, and 25. 5, 9, 15, 20. 25 for the round. 31 and you're at 29?
Yep.
All right, it's a close one. Going into the third round, guys.
Oof.
Question number 1 of the third round on Bar Wars Trivia here on Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Worth 3 points. Category is Welcome to the Yard. What do dragonflies eat?
Oh, Do dragonflies eat? Sure.
Worth 3 points. Category is Welcome to the Yard. Question is, what do dragonflies eat? T-Roy, I think it's... No, Merrick, it's your turn to lock in, or T-Roy? Who went first?
I did last one. So it's
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Okay.
I will say gnats.
T-Roy.
Mosquitoes.
It is mosquitoes.
3 points?
Worth 3 points. That's right. All right. Second question of the round in round 3. Worth 4 points. Category is donating. In his first good move in years, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones will donate $20 million for a museum for recipients of what U.S. medal winners? Category is donating. Worth 4 points. In his first good move in years, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones will donate $20 million for a museum for recipients of what U.S. medal winners? T-Ray, are you locked in?
Yes.
Merrick?
Yes.
What do you got?
I got Medal of Honor.
Merrick?
Purple Heart.
It is Medal of Honor.
Oh,
How many
going
points?
down.
4 points. Don't get discouraged because you can gamble up to
gotta
20
gamble.
points in your final round. All right. Okay, question number 3. I hope one of you gets this. And I bet you either way, even if you guys know it, you guys will act like you don't. All right. The category is unmasking. It's worth 5 points. Actor Danny Trejo was revealed as what character on Wednesday night's edition of The Masked Singer?
I have never watched that show in my
He's
life.
just saying that.
What character?
Yeah. They dress up like in things or whatever else, and they have to take their mask off. Anyway, unmasking is a category worth 5 points. Actor Danny Trejo was revealed as what character on Wednesday night's edition of The Masked Singer?
Oh, God, I got a terrible answer. I'm going to get yelled at.
Merrick, you go first.
A marshmallow.
Ooh, good guess. T-Ray.
Speedy Gonzalez.
No, it's a raccoon. Either
That was
one's
close.
right. It's not going to surprise you that I got that question right?
Yeah,
It's
not at all.
yeah.
You watch that crap.
I didn't. I was just on in the background.
Yeah, that's watching it, Jay.
Sure. Okay. Question number 4 of the round worth 6 points. Category. Oh, wrong. No. Yeah.
Question 18, Jay.
Yeah. I'm with you. I looked at the answer wrong. Okay. You got a lot of American money questions in here. All right. What was the first coin ever produced by a U.S. mint? Question number 4 of the round worth 6 points. American money is a category. What was the first coin ever produced by a U.S. mint? Who goes first? I think it's you, T-Ray. Let me know when you're locked in.
All right, I'm locked in, I think.
Merrick?
I'm locked in.
T-Ray, what do you got?
Silver dollar?
Merrick?
Pennies.
It is a penny.
Oh, makes sense. Jeez. I'll think the room.
That's what I did the same thing.
How many points was that worth?
That was worth 6. You're up by 1. You
buy a house with a penny.
Okay, 5th question of the round. Category is careful how high you fly. Here's your question. It's worth 7 points. What mythological figure flew too close to the sun and fell to the sea and drowned when the sun melted the wax on his wings? All right. What mythological figure flew too close to the sun and
I'm locked in, Jay.
And fell to the sea and drowned when the sun melted the wax on his wings?
I'm locked in. Big mythology I hear.
Mythological creature.
Yeah. What mythological figure flew too close to the sun?
I better get this right.
And fell to the sea and drowned when the sun melted the wax on his wings.
Okay.
All right, you're locked in?
Locked in, yeah.
Merrick, you go first.
Icarus?
T-Ray.
Mercury.
It's Icarus.
Isn't that Mercury?
It's Icarus. Merrick, with the big question there. Do you know all this stuff because you have to research this for names?
There's definitely a wrestler named Icarus. He's out of Pennsylvania, and he had wings tattooed on his back. This is a true story.
I'm not saying.
I'm at a disadvantage on that.
All right. Final question of the round. Worth 10 points. Category is amendments. What does the 7th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution guarantee? Final question of the round. Worth 10 points. It is amendments. What does the 7th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution guarantee?
God, I'm terrible American.
Let me know when you're locked in.
I'm locked in.
I am too.
T-Ray, you go first.
The right to vote.
Merrick.
That one where the army can't come into your house and live there.
Neither one of those. It's trial by jury.
Okay.
Take on it.
All right, T-Roy, you got 7 on the round. Merrick got 13. Puts it 44 and 36. All right, so Merrick, you are up by 8.
Okay.
You can bet anywhere from 0 to 20 on this. I will give you the category first, and then you can decide what you want to do, okay?
You write down what you're betting?
No, you don't have to write it ahead of time. You can decide 0 to 20 after I give it to you. All right, but you can bet anywhere from 0 to 20. Merrick, you're currently up by 8 points. Category is we built this city.
Rock and roll.
Mm-hmm. But the category is we built the city. Here's your question. What's the ancient Greek word for great city? What is the ancient Greek word for great city? Again, you can risk up to 0, anywhere from 0 to 20 points on your answer. Greek. What's the ancient Greek word for great city? Fun story while you're thinking about that. This is how I won Bar Wars Trivia, because I risked 20 on it, and that's one of the few times where me being a geography teacher paid off.
You know what?
No one saw it coming.
No risk it, no biscuit, right?
No risk it, no biscuit. The ancient Greek word for great city.
Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
You guys are locked in?
Yeah.
First, tell me what you wagered.
I wagered 40 of my 44 points.
You can only get up to 0 to 20.
I will wager 20.
Okay. And then what did you wager?
0.
Okay.
Oh, no!
What were your answers?
Babylon.
What was yours?
Athens.
Neither.
What was it?
It was Megalopolis. Yep.
All right.
They actually
I cheated. I mean, come on. I'm like, I know he's going to bet at least 8.
And he was closer with Metropolis. No, it's Megalopolis. No. Again, if you're interested in like Bar Wars trivia, that type of thing, it's free to play. Monday nights, it's out of Donahue at the Depot. Tuesday nights, it's at the Bike Rack on Brady Street here in Davenport. Thursday night at Caddies. And pay attention to their social media because they're always adding new places. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, it's free to play. You can have teams up there. You don't use your phones or anything like that. And you can win shots for best team name, winning the round, all that stuff. And then you win house cash. So got a $25 gift card to Caddies.
That's
so
awesome.
That was a good time there. Guys, thanks for playing along with that.
And I want to give a shout out to my friend Drippy. She just landed in Florida, 91 degrees weather.
That sounds nice.
Have fun, Drippy.
Yeah, Merrick, we'll have to have you back in here real soon.
I want a rematch on this trivia.
All right.
Yeah, he was kicking my butt, man. That was a strategy move by me.
Yeah.
Big time.
Well, like I said, I wouldn't mind doing it again on a Friday because he uses the questions on Thursday, so and then that way I'm pretty sure I'd see you guys there if I knew you were cheating or anything. But a crazy day today. So you like the Dolphins' moves today, Merrick?
Yeah, you know what? I do. I really do. They pick up an extra first-round pick, an extra third-round pick. They move back a little bit, which, saves them a small amount on the cap. They don't have to pay their number 3 overall pick as much as they would have to pay their number 6 overall pick. They're still guaranteed the pass catcher of their choice, whether it's Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Kyle Pitts even. And they're set up for future success. And if we find out Tua's not the guy, they can go get the guy.
Tell everybody about SCW and where they can see him next month.
Yep, SCW Pro live professional wrestling action in front of real people. Hopefully that's you. For $10, you can come see us at 7 p.m. on April 24th at the Beer Stube in Moline, Illinois. Is an outdoor show. Masks are mandatory. You can find out more information on Twitter at SCW Pro.
And you guys are going to hopefully be opening up soon to places like the Walcott Coliseum and more events like that.
Absolutely. That's the hope. We do have a full schedule yet to be released, still finalizing some details, but we do have a full schedule of outdoor events through the spring and summer, and we'll be working on getting back indoors as soon as possible.
Yeah, isn't like next month your anniversary show usually?
That's usually like our WrestleMania type show.
Mm-hmm.
August will be our anniversary, so
Okay.
hopefully by August we'll be back indoors and putting on some awesome wrestling events for everybody to come see.
And then tell everyone where they can't read your mock draft preview until you write another one and submit it.
I am going to redo it this weekend, and we'll talk about all these trades and everything. But theleftarmofgod.com. Check out my articles every Tuesday. They're very Miami Dolphins and Tua Tagovailoa centric. So.
This weekend, tomorrow at noon on ABC, Iowa women's basketball takes on UConn. We've got Sweet 16 action going on as well. Follow everything else that's going on. We'll be back on Monday to talk about everything that went down. I'm pulling for USC this weekend. I can tell you that much. Creighton.
You're pulling for USC?
Yeah, because the majority of people have Iowa beating Oregon and beating USC. So as long as I can get because I still have 3 teams in my Final Four alive. The only way I can do it is if people lose people that they had going along the way, and so like, no, I'm actually pulling.
Well, if they had Iowa beat Oregon, you want Oregon to win.
Yeah, I want Oregon to win, even though because that's right. And then people have Gonzaga, but I had Illinois in the finals against Gonzaga, so I'm pulling for some other some upsets here and there to knock some people out. I think I'll have a decent shot there, but. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Hope the weather gets better and start finding time to schedule your time at Hidden Hills. Get out there. It's $25 to rent a cart when it's not raining, $14 to walk. And again, they have all things going on there. Pay attention to their website and check things out there. Anything else, gentlemen?
Just it's great to have Merrick on today.
That's right.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in, man.
It was fun to be back, man. I missed it. New work schedule makes my afternoons a little bit busier, but
I do have to say I appreciate it. I mean, I texted you this morning. It's not like yesterday and said like, "Hey, are you free?" or anything. So I appreciate it.
He wasn't sure how good I'd be feeling today.
I was just finishing up my mock draft article when you texted me. No worries.
You know what I figured? This is what I figured about this show today. Even though I felt a little crappy. If John Riggins can play and win the MVP of a Super Bowl at the Flu, I'd come and do this.
Michael Jordan was legally dead and he won an NBA championship.
Well, that's totally different. I was going John Riggins. It's NFL Day.
It's NFL Day. Stop it with your NBA nonsense.
Yeah, and that was food poisoning.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Oh.
No matter what anybody says.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
I know. Don't
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people say it is. Whatever. No, I say that because it used to be the Daily Show when it was funny. They did
funny at all,
they did when it was funny. They reported it then. I always think about it when they said he was legally dead. Until then, spend your weekend trying to figure out what exactly QBU is because we couldn't answer that question. But we will see you guys on Monday. Enjoy yourselves, Quad City.
Draft updates.
Stay safe and sanitize. Oh yeah, mock draft Monday will be coming up. We're gonna compare you to Mel Kiper or Todd McShay next Monday.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you guys over the next
Peace.
Monday. See ya.